Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I am not at all happy with the assignment number one, which has been, viral among all the students without understanding. So let me go through it again. Mm. Before that, I just want to check, how many of you have gone through the uh, links which I have shared on the classroom and the notes. Nobody? At least, are you aware that I have uploaded some notes and I have uploaded some videos on simulation and on programming? Or that also you are not aware?
Yes, sir, we are aware of that.
You are aware.
Yes, sir.
I think you may not have gone through it. So let me see whether it is there. Because now probably in the first or second week of May you will have Viva, and before that you will have to submit your term work. The term work will carry 25 marks and Viva will carry 25 marks. And I was little disappointed because the way you have submitted the assignment, you have not drawn the drawing also properly. So that was very disappointing. See, now this is one CNC programming video. At least, what is my request that at least you go through these two videos because it explains, how to do the toolpath simulation using SolidWorks. And these two videos explains you how to do toolpath simulation. Like you have a rectangular block. So how to do the facing, that is face milling. Then there is a pocket in that. So how to do the pocket milling, how to simulate the pocket milling, and then there are four holes. So how to do the drilling. So that is what. So so these two video explains about that. Then this is a video which explains you how to optimize the shape. That is shape optimization. So I suggest at least you go through these two videos so that will be helpful for you to complete the assignment. Also, I will tell you what do I expect in toolpath simulation. Now, I will explain you this. The very first thing is that you cannot draw the sketch like this, because now you're already into the second year. That is 50% of the engineering has been completed. How can you draw the sketch like this? A sketch, it should be a simple sketch, two-dimensional sketch. You know, one vertical line, horizontal line, vertical line, horizontal line, vertical line, horizontal line. So many of you I really surprised. I don't have words, to say how can you draw like this, exactly like this. This is just given as a reference for you. Then threading also cannot be drawn like this. You have to use a threading symbol. What is a threading symbol to be used? Even the DSC students who have already done 3 years of diploma, they are also drawn like this, which is very disappointing. A
Sir, I
simple
have not
sketch,
uploaded yet.
but those who are not uploaded and those who are already uploaded, they have to resubmit it because I cannot accept like that. If the external sees, then I don't know what to answer if the external checks it. From this, what is the difficulty in drawing a 2D sketch? All the dimensions are given, isn't it? This tape, this tape, this tape, this tape, this tape. What is the reason to copy exactly the same? It means that you are just blindly copying it and uh, you are not at all thinking when you are drawing it or when you are writing it. Okay, so now, so you will have to redraw it, right? And very first thing is that you have to always, determine the zero point, program zero point. So program zero point in case of a lathe machine, it is on the center line of the machine, and x0 is always in this direction and z is in this direction. Z is nothing but axis which is parallel to the spindle. So you have x0 and z0, that is program 0 point is over here. Now in negative direction that will be z minus, यहाँ पे it will be z positive, here it will be x positive, and here it will be x negative. Remember, in case of lathe, CNC lathe, it is always a diametrical programming, because again that also I will, because any of the drawings you see, you will not find R30 mention diameter 60, diameter of diameter 40. Nobody specifies this as R40. So that's why it is always a diametrical programming. Again, please don't draw the threads like this. You have to use the threading symbol which is used in engineering drawing. Otherwise, that will attract a zero marks for it. But the problem is, one has done it and it has made viral. So obviously, everybody will get zero, I say. So, so now these are the operations. So facing, turning, boring spelling also, it has been copied exactly like this. Boring, B-O-R-I-N-G. Threading, brewing. So these are the different, operations in this. Now, so you have facing, then you have turning, and you have threading. uh, okay. So let us see now one by one. Let us try to understand what it is. So G90 is nothing but the absolute.
Excuse me, sir.
Before
Few
that,
students are waiting to
yes,
join.
sir.
Few students are waiting to join.
That
Please
is
wait.
another. Wait. Yeah. Wait. I'll admit. Now, I will first what I want to see, whether are you really attending or so. I will check now. Now I want few of you to draw this and show me. I will give you 5 to 10 minutes. Draw this sketch. This sketch. Okay. I'll zoom it. I'll zoom this. Is it visible? This
No, sir, not
No,
visible.
sir.
Sir, could you just
so you
start
sketch also?
presenting again? That will solve the issue, maybe.
Sorry.
Uh, if you
This is the
start
sketch.
presenting
Can you see
again,
the
that
sketch?
issue will not come.
Hello.
We are not able to see the screen presenting. No, sorry, now it's visible.
No. You cannot see the screen?
Sir, it's visible now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
sir, it
stop it.
wasn't visible, but it is visible.
It's visible, but now I have stopped it. I think there is a lag. There is a lag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I will give who is the ranker now in this? Who is the topper? Any idea? Otherwise, I will have to select randomly.
None. Everyone is a topper
Yes.
now.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Who? You are the topper. Everyone. Okay. So Yashas, now you select any two. Just give me the name of these two students. Uh, one has to draw that turning ka sketch, and another has to draw this sketch. This sketch. Now, is this visible? And
Sir,
show
can you
me.
show the
Uh,
question?
show me this. Is this visible?
Yes.
Yeah. Is this visible? So I will give you 5 to 10 minutes. So one student will draw this sketch, another students will draw the turning ka sketch. Okay, but I have made this screen only visible. Turning ka sketch you can refer to your assignment and draw. Hmm. Let me see how much you understand.
मला छेद करायचं असतं मग कारण ते सॉलिड कंटेंट खाली आहे. काय मस्त आवाज येतो त्याचा. मला आवडतो. हा मुलगा आणि याचं नाव पण नाही. प्रशांत बोलतो. मंदिरामध्ये घेतला होता त्यासाठी मेसेज केला होता मग मी जस्ट मी तुला बायोडेटा पाठवला त्याने पाठवला 20,000 पगार 20,000 में तो मुझे भी अंडा देने से मना वो बेटी तो मुझे तेरा बर्थडे गिफ्ट मुझे ये जरूरत है आप मुझे Hello. हाँ कॉल करून उचलला नाही आज पण कॉल केला त्यांनी परत नाही उचलला. तो मला आणि माझी कानाची जी ऑर्डर आहे ती अप्रुव्हल नोट सँडलवर आहे पाठवल्यानंतर आज आहे. मी म्हणून त्याच्यासाठी त्यांना मेल पण टाकले पण एवढे पण नाही. आणि आपण दुसरा मला व्हॉट्सअपवर फोटो पाठवला तर काही हा अजय शर्मा हा त्यांनी ना 70 रुपये करून हा त्याची
Can anybody tell me what this drawing is about? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me what this drawing is about.
So this is a part which has to be machined. Example of a part.
Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah. So this part consists of what?
It's a
On which
rectangle.
machine? And uh, have you drawn this sketch? Can you show me?
Yeah, just a second.
Yeah, please show me. Just a minute. Yeah, please show me.
Yeah, sir, I'm joining from mobile. Just a second.
So you won't be able to show.
No.
Camera is
Just,
you can put your camera on that. Anybody has drawn the round sketch, that turning car?
Sir, I did rectangle one, not turning one.
so is it? Can you see this?
Aditya, you show me the sketch. What? No, I can't see.
Sir, I turned my video on.
Is your camera? Acha. So then here is somebody, Aditya
Yeah.
Raj here.
That's
Yeah.
mine.
Just now I saw one page, yeah, but again it disappeared. Please
Yes,
show
sir.
again
Yes, sir.
and hold it for a minute. Because many times we ask also in the Viva also, you have to keep the camera on, and for the Viva also you have to have your paper and pen with you.
Sir, is this visible now?
No,
Sir, I think there might be
now
some
it is
problem with
visible.
your internet. That's why it's
No,
not
now it
visible.
is visible. Now it is visible. Now, but it is very.
Sir, you
I
have
got to
to pin
change
the
the.
video. You have to pin the video.
I got to change the layout. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So fine. So you are close. Anybody else on? You are close.
Yes, sir, I
Now I
did.
will tell you what it is. See. Yeah. Please show me. Please show me the way Aditya. This is. Yeah. So yeah. Good. So uh, it has four holes. Okay. And there are two more holes also. There is one more hole here, which probably you have missed. This is one hole M12 by 20 long. Then there are four holes M10 by 20 on a PCD of 100, and there is again drilled two holes. That is this and this. So altogether, how many holes are there here? Hello. How many
Seven.
Sir,
holes
total
altogether?
seven.
One.
Seven.
Total seven holes are there, and this is a rectangular plate of size 300 by 400. In that you have to drill tab four holes, and there is also one counter bore here in the center. In the center also there is a hole. Okay. Uh, what about uh, what about turning sketch? Anybody has drawn turning sketch? Okay. I hope that you understood and that is easy. So I am not much bothered about that. So I will teach you now that program how it is. This is how it will look
Excuse
like.
me, sir.
This program will look like.
Hello.
Yes,
Sir, in the
yeah, please.
dimensioning of the plate, you have done every dimension from a single point. But in the case of
That is
turning dimension, the dimensions are set not from a single point, but it varies from every other point.
yes. So So now I will tell you that that is what is that milling. Other, see, first component is turning component and second component is your second assignment, that is CNC milling. And then for the third component, that is tool path simulation, that also I will tell you how to do. Uh, So now what the dimensions what you are seeing here, these are called as the baseline techniques. Baseline techniques means you are giving dimensions from one reference side, this side and this side. And why baseline techniques? That there is a theory which you learn in third year. Right now you just assume that here the dimensions are given from one side, and obviously your program 0 point becomes this and not here at the center, since the dimensions are given from one reference side. Now, when you're talking about turning, in turning, all the dimensions you have to write from this, uh, that is in z axis. So this is your z0, then this becomes your z minus 8. Okay. And what about this? Can anybody tell me how much is this length from here to here? Please. So total length is 50. So what will be this length? Undercut. Has anybody calculated? Undercut length. So this is 12 plus 8, 20, 30, 30,
Sir, 7.
35, 7 mm. Huh? So now you have to give the dimensions from one end. So this is Z0, this is Z minus 8, this is Z minus 15, this is Z minus 27, this is Z minus 37, then this is Z minus 45, and this is Z minus 50. Alright. So this is how you have to show the dimensions here. So you have to clearly write here x0 and z0. You have to show that symbol x0 and z0, and you have to give all the dimensions like z minus 8, z minus 15, z minus 27, like that. Okay. Now,
Yes.
yeah. If you don't understand, please ask. Okay. Now this particular program is written for Siemens. So you have to write. Once you draw the sketch, first your question is write a program for the drawing uh, given below. Okay, so first is that question, then second is you have to draw the sketch, a 2D sketch, alright, showing clearly x0 and z0. Okay, then next to that you have to prepare a table, and in a table you have to write all the tools, whatever tools you are using in your program. Now here, how many tools are used? Can anybody tell me how many tools are used here?
Single tool.
How many number of tools? One tool, two tools, three tools,
One.
one. So let us see now. First, you have to identify what are the different operations. So this is one tool, tool number 8. That is one tool. Okay. Then tool number 4, that is second tool. Then tool number 1, that is the third tool. And the operations which are done here, there is no boring operation here. Okay, boring means you are doing it from inside or internally. That is what is boring operation. So there is no boring operations here. Now this is what is your simulation. This is called as the tool path simulation. That is, once you write a program, then you can check it on the machine screen. That is computer screen. This particular program is written for Siemens 810D. Okay, so once you write a program, so the purpose of tool path simulation is if there are any error in the syntax, then you will come to know what is the syntax error. Syntax error means you have to write a program in a code which are acceptable by the control. I explained you all the codes in the last 2 hours of marathon lecture. So the toolpath simulation here it will give you how does the tool moves, and if there is any mistake error in the syntax, then it will display and it will not simulate. The dotted line indicates the rapid movement, and the continuous line indicates the field movement, right? continuous line indicate the feed movements. Now you concentrate only on this diagram, final simulation. The tool is moving like this, moving like this. So this is what is rough cutting. ये ऐसा जो हो रहा है, that is your rough cutting. So the tool will move like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So there will be a series of small cuts here. So finally you have to take one cut like this. So you will get a smooth profile. That is what is your finish cut is. Right? Alright. If we have results. So the roughing cycle will be like this. The tool is going to move like this. Alright. Because you have to always imagine that raw material will be a round bar. Raw material is going to be a round bar, isn't it? So you'll have to move the tool like this because you'll have to do the rough cutting operation. So these are all misleading. This is not a ready-made answer. You are supposed to understand and write. You will simply, otherwise you only will be in trouble at the time of Viva. So only one simulation is important. Only so you have to crop or whatever it is you do. So only one. So only this diagram only you have to show. Alright. Then this is the threading cycle. Okay. Then threading cycle is for Siemens. It is given by cycle 97. Then this is cycle 95. This is your OD turning cycle, and this is your growing cycle, that is 93. This is for this. So all these three cycles has been used here. So obviously your tool number one is going to be a threading tool. Tool number one is, so T01 is tool number one, and D1 indicates the offsets, that is the tool offsets. Tool offsets means with respect to the machine zero point, where is your program zero point? Machine should understand, because some job ka length will be more, some job length will be small, isn't it? Plus some tools like drill will be straight, the turning tools will be protruding in X directions. So the machine must understand where the tool cutting point is with reference to your program zero point. So that distance in two direction, in X direction and Z directions, are called as the X offset and Z offset. These offsets are taken by tool probe. By tool probe, there is a tool probe is a device which helps you to take the tool offset. So these tool offsets are written in D1. I have told you earlier that there is a tool library. In the tool library, there are pages available. In that pages, you have all the kundali, of the tools. So tool number one, what is the tool is, and in D1 you have to mention the offset, which you get when you use probe. When you use probe, unfortunately, we are not meeting for the practicals, live practicals in the college. So tool number one is a threading tool. All right. Then you have um, this tool, that is G97, that is your threading cycle 97 is your threading operation. Then cycle 93 is your gluing operation. So tool number 4 is a gluing tool. Okay. And then see, every tool will have offsets. This D1 doesn't mean the offset for the tool number, not to be confused, with tool number one. So you can write, again I will tell, you can write like this is your tool number one. So tool number one, you can write offsets in D1, D2, D3, D4, many offsets. You can return. Why these many offsets are required? Because same tool can be used with different offsets. Like in AutoCAD, you do offsetting. Offsetting means what? Like suppose if you offset the profile by 1 mm, so your workpiece will become larger, isn't it? In AutoCAD, offset command. I hope you go on offsetting the lines in many of the software. Or if you offset by -1, so your workpiece will become minus. So same thing here also you can play. So you don't have to write the program again. For roughing, semi-finishing, finishing. If my actual say offset is say 1 mm, diameter, let us say 20, and length is 50. This is my actual offset, x and z. So if I write in D1, if I write x21 and z51, I will get 1 mm more and on the diameter and 1 mm more on the length. If I write if I use T01 D2 and if I write x0 z0, sorry, x20 and z50, I will get the exact profile. If I write say x19 and z49, 1 mm less, I will get an undersized component. Understand? So against T01, you can have many offset D1, D2, D3. But in order to confusion, it is a good practice that T04 को offset आप D4 में लीजिए. D4, okay, D4 Delhi. So D4 is a growing tool. All right, and T04 is a growing tool. So use D4. That is a safe programming practice. Purposely, mistakes are done here in this program. Then tool number 8. Okay. Tool number 8 को offset as a safe programmer, you can write it in D8. Okay, you can write it in D8. Fine. Remember here there is no boring operation. Okay, it is just to mislead you. So now G90 is the absolute, G18 is the plane selection, that is exact selection. G71, I don't know whether you remember the code. G71 is the metric input and G95 is the code for feed selection, that is in millimeter per revolution. I'll be happy if you can write the justification here in this line. Okay, so what is happening in this line? I'll be happy. So here you are just preparing the machine. Okay, here you are just preparing the machine. That is called the initialization. You are making the machine is ready for operation. G75 X0 Z0, it means you are taking the machine to the reference point or home position. Home position, reference position is the same. Again, I am telling you, the codes, only some codes are standard like G90, G91, and many codes differs as per the control. It depends upon the controls. These are called as the proprietary codes. Like Fanuc, they will have their own proprietary codes. Siemens, they will have their own proprietary codes. Fagor, Bosch, they will have their own proprietary codes. So here in Siemens, G75 X0 Z0 means the machine will go to the home position. Let us say this is the home position, right? This point. If it is a Fanuc uses G28, G91, X0, Z0. Means machine will go to the reference point. It is always a safe programming practice to take the machine to the reference point and then index the tool, because your job is somewhere here, okay, and your home reference position is here, okay. So it is safe to index the tool here. If you try to index the tool here, then if it is a boring bar and if there is a drill, then that while indexing, that drill or boring bar may hit the component which has loaded in the chuck. So take your first line should be taking to the reference point. Okay. So this is good. This is good. Now you have taken the tool to the reference position. Now you are indexing. Okay. You are now indexing. So tool number 8 D1. So tool number 8 is index, and then it will take the offset from T1. This HO3 is not required for turning, so you can skip this. G96 and S120 and LIMS is equal to 2000 means G96 means constant surface speed or velocity, constant surface speed or cutting velocity. 120 meters per minute. Every tool has its cutting speeds. And on CNC, we use carbide tools. On CNC, we always use carbide tools. And for the carbide tools, you use cutting speed from 120 from 100 meters per minute to 250 meters per minute for roughing and for finishing. Like that it is. For finishing, 250, for roughing, 120, 150. Now what happens? We are limiting the speed here. So in CNC, the beauty of CNC machine is calculate the machine RPM on its own. It calculate the machine RPM on its own from V relation V is equal to pi d n upon 1000. Any CNC machine will have positive infinitely variable gearbox, PIV, that is what is the PIV gearbox. It means the speed can be changed from 0 to maximum infinitely. Like suppose if a particular machine has got 10,000 RPM and minimum is 0, any RPM it will take. It can take 500, it can take 512.22, any RPM. That is the beauty of PIV. Okay. Now what happens as the diameter goes on changing, B is equal to pi d n upon 1000. So your RPM will also change. Velocity remains constant 120. Now what happens when the diameter approaches to 0? That is when we are doing facing. So when you are doing facing, moment the tool comes to 0, so there the diameter is 0. As the tool comes to the center line, tool there the diameter is 0. So if the diameter is 0, what will happen to the n? N will become infinite, isn't it? B is equal to pi d n upon 1000. So if d is 0, n will be infinite. Means what? Machine will start, try to reach to its maximum speed and more than maximum speed. If 10,000 is the maximum RPM, in no time it will shoot to 10,000 RPM and it will try to exceed the 10,000 RPM. The machine will start vibrating, okay, vibrating, okay, and there are chances that job may slip out of the chuck if it is not gripped properly. Job may fly like a bullet. The accidents have happened like this when the jobs are rotating at very high RPM. Then it will pierce out to the guard, safety guard, which is in front. Sometimes the jobs has pierced to the you know, upper guard, and then it has pierced to the ceiling also, and it has killed the people. Such a great velocity. Operator to bhul job. The job has shooted like a bullet and it has gone to the first floor, next floor, and there it has hit the person. Because of the tremendous velocity. It is the velocity that matters. It is the velocity that matters. So in order to limit that RPM, we give here limits. LIMS means limit. So no matter what is the diameter of the workpiece, your RPM will not exceed 2000. And X33Z1. Now the tool will come rapidly. If it is not mentioned G0, G01, by default it will take a rapid movement. So X33 and Z1, X33, Z1, X33, Z1. Okay. So this is 60, 57, 40, 34, diameter 12 and diameter 30. And Z1 means, see, this is a Z0. So Z1 means tool will come here. Okay. Now again, the dimensions here are purposely given wrong. Okay, X33, this is nothing but the diameter, and Z1 means 1 millimeter away from the face. Then cycle 95 is the rough turning cycle. Cycle 95 is the rough cutting cycle. So this cycle 95 is given in the programming manual, what it stands for, what is this one, what is this 0.2. 0.2 is the stock, that is finishing allowance on the diameter. This 0.2 is the finishing allowance on the length. 0.1 is the finishing allowance on the profile in X and Z. So like that it is. And this 1 mm is nothing but the depth of cut. So this, again, I'll be happy if you can describe this cycle 95 like this here. So in the machine, you can call cycle 95. This is what is called as the menu driven, and in this you can go. It gives the graphics, and there you have to inputting the different values. It is this cycle is available open source programming manual. Okay, this is wrong. ST, you have to delete it. Okay. So in this cycle, you are doing all roughing operations, right? Now roughing off what? Okay, roughing off what? So you have to describe the profile. You have to describe the profile. You have to describe the profile. Now I hope you are paying the attention. Just now I told that this ST is not required. Now you pay attention and you have to tell me whether the statement which I made, this ST is not required, is right or wrong. Now we have described the roughing cycle. Now machine should understand what profile it should machine, isn't it? So we are describing a profile here. That is the finished profile. G01, X0, Z0. That means the tool will kiss here. Exactly it will touch here. X0, Z0. Alright. It is going to touch here. X0, Z0. Then X7 and Z minus 3. So diameter X7 and Z minus 3. So what is going to happen here? X0 Z0 say X7 Z minus 3. X7 Z minus 3. So you are going to get a chamfer kind of thing, isn't it? A taper, 3 mm taper in Z direction. Okay. Then X10 Z minus 15. That means again you are going to get a taper. Huh? 10 and Z minus 15. Then X12 Z minus 15. That means you are going to get a straight line. Okay. Then G03. G03 is your radius turning. That is this. Okay. Radius turning. So G03. Now in G03 you have to give the final dimension. That is what is the final diameter and what is the radius. So now here I will tell you G engine you have to get. X17 Z minus 20 they have written. So end point over here I will tell you now this is the end point. So what is this end point? This end point. This diameter is 40, this is 57 and this is, see this is 57, this is 60, this is 40, then 34, then this is 12 and this is 20. So what will be the end point for this? End point for this will be X34 and what will be the end point for this Z? Z will be 8 and then 7, 15 and this radius is 5. So 20, 15 plus 5, 20. So here it will be G03 like this. For this it will be G02. For this it will be G03 X34 Z minus 20 R5. It is very very simple. Again I repeat. So the tool has come here X0 Z0. Some dimensions were wrong. Okay, so tool will traverse like Z0 pay. It will now go to X20. Okay, then it will go to Z minus 8. Okay, then Z minus 8 say it will go or you can do growing by separate tools. Since you are doing growing by separate tools, so you can take this tool straight away to Z minus 15 and then you can do G03. So now next will be Z minus how much? 27, isn't it? Then again say X40. Okay, then X40, then say here Z minus. Now how much is this radius? This radius is 5. So you have to stop 5 mm before. So now this will be 15, 27 and 5. So 32. So Z minus 32. Now you say G02, then X57, alright, and Z minus all this. That is how much it was? 37. Then there is a taper here. This is a taper. So you have to simply, now you already at X40. So you have to say X57 and Z minus 45. Okay. You have to simply say Z minus 50. That's all. So simple it is. If you understand, it is very simple. If you don't understand, it is very complicated and you make a mistake. So this is what is your finished profile. But you cannot take your one cut like this because it is a round bar. It is like this. This much is the stock. So you have to take series of cuts. Okay. So now you are just defined a profile. Okay. Defined a profile. So I'll now I have explained you all this. In between, if you want to have a chamfer, you can give the chamfer also accordingly. Like suppose if I want to have a chamfer here on this diameter 20, suppose I want to have a chamfer of 1 mm, 1 by 45 degrees. So what will be my program? X0, Z0, then X20 minus 2, isn't it? Diametrically. So I will say X18, then I will say X20, Z minus 1. And then I will say Z minus 15. Like that I will do. It's very, very simple. Now I have described this finished profile. Okay, now in cycle 95, it must understand what to machine. You are only giving depth of cut, finishing allowance, that's all. So for that, this finishing profile is described by a statement called as the start. ST, and finish profile is ended by a statement called as end. This is like a loop, or this is like a sub program in a program. All right. So this is like a loop here, sub program in the main program, which you have to call in cycle 95. Otherwise, cycle 95 will not understand what to machine. So in cycle 95, we have mentioned here start to end, and then it will look for where is this start in the main program and where is this end, and according to this program it will execute the machining operation like this, like this, like this, like this, and finally it will take one cut as per the profile, keeping the allowances which is mentioned here, point 2, point 2, point 1, point 1 in exchange here. These are the number of cuts. I am giving 9 number of cuts. Okay, this is the depth of cut. I am giving uh, 1 mm at the depth of cut radially. So now roughing is done. Fine. So we will take the tool now G75 X0 Z0 to the reference point, because now we have to do growing operation. So growing operation is growing tool is T04 and its offset is in B04. Okay. Now G97 means much. It is not rotating with the constant surface speed. It is not rotating with constant velocity. It is rotating with constant speed. Whenever you don't want machine spindle speed to change as per the diameter, that time you have to use G97. So here M03 means spindle speed forward, G97 means constant RPM, and S500 is nothing but the RPM. So now here, because of G97, machine will rotate at constant RPM 500, कितना भी diameter होने दो. यहाँ पे we have used G96. So here machine RPM will go on changing as per the diameter. जैसा जैसा diameter कम होएगा वैसा वैसा RPM will go on increasing. Alright. So this was your tool number 4. Offset you please change it to D4. Then X11 Z minus 8. Now you have to remember that dimension X11 and Z minus 8. So Z minus 8 is 8. We have to do this growing. Okay. This growing with the help of a growing tool. So X11 and Z minus 8. So Z minus 8 is here and X11 is little inside. Okay. Little inside. So we have brought the tool over here. This tool is brought here and these need to cut. Then again go inside, cut. Again go inside, cut. Again go inside, cut. Like that it is. And that's why you have to use cycle. Otherwise, you have to write, your number of lines will increase. Your number of lines will increase. So again, your cycle 93 is a growing cycle on Siemens machine. Fine. On Siemens machine. So here again, these are the allowances, and then G75X0Z0 is the reference return. Right. Now here, this syntax you have to find out on your own, that this 10.0, this will be asked in the Viva. What do you understand by 10.0 and minus 8.0? Why the subprogram is not written here? Why subprogram is not written here, like your OD turning here, cycle 95. Cycle 95 we had written the subprogram. Why the subprogram is not written here? I have given you enough background. So this you have to find out, and I am simultaneously telling you what kind of questions that can be asked based on your assignments, right? Like how to find out the tool offset, how to find out work offset, what do you mean by tool offset, what is G96, simple course. Then what is cycle 93, how do you define cycle 93, what is the syntax of cycle 93. Now next tool is your threading tool. The offset is given in D1. All right. X11 Z1. Now the tool is positioned little out 1 mm. Okay. M03. Now remember, this statement is of no use. Okay, because Z1 you already positioned the tool here and you are starting the RPM M03S200. Now again for the threading cycle you have to use G97. Now here you are not use G97. Why? Because already previously you have used G97. So that remains in the memory. Hmm? Because this is a model code. Unless and until you use G96, this will not be changed. Model change means which remains effective till it is changed. So now already G97 is there, so it will rotate at constant RPM. And for threading, we have to rotate the spindle at constant RPM. You cannot go on changing the RPM. Otherwise, you will get a variation in the pitch, because here the pitch is nothing but the distance the tool travels, isn't it? In the one rotation. So if number of rotations if you are changing, and whenever you are taking number of cuts, uh, every time you will get a pitch, alag alag pitch, different pitch. And then cycle 97 is nothing but the pitch, is nothing but the threading cycle. Again, I leave it to you that what are the different syntax or what are the different parameters which are used in cycle 97, huh? And why the profile or why the subprogram is not required. The answers are very simple. Again, I am not restricting you to use the Siemens. I am not telling you to use this program only. All right. What is my expectations are that you can use any control, Fanuc, Siemens, Fagor, but in every line you have to give the explanation, hmm, not repetitive expression. Like suppose X33Z1, if it is repetitive, no need to explain. So first you have to write the question, then you have to draw the sketch or 2D sketch, then you have to draw a table. In the table, first column is serial number, then second column is tool number. So in this case, three tools, T01, T02, T03. Then third column, offset number. In this case, D01, D02, D03. Then fourth column will be tool description. So T01, OD turning tool. T02, grooving tool. At least write this much. If you can write down the specification of the tool, nothing like that. But if you are not able to write the specification, at least you write T01 is OD turning tool, T02 is grooving tool, and T03 is threading tool. I repeat again how the table should be. First column is serial number, that is 1, 2, 3. Second column is tool number, T01, T02, T03. Third column is offset, D01, D02, D03. Fourth column is tool description, OD turning tool, grooving tool, and threading tool. So this much is. Then, as a self-study point of view, in this program, I have, it's okay. Then, once that table is done, then you have to write this program. Wherever necessary, you have to explain, uh, wherever necessary. Then, once you have written this, then cycle 95, you have to explain whatever, if you are using any cycles from other, control, then you need to explain that cycle. The syntax of the cycle you have to explain clearly. That is what is this, what is this, what is this, what is this. Then once you have written the program, then you can draw this, that final simulation ka sketch, this one sketch, just a rough sketch. All right. And this is not required. This is just for your understanding purpose. That's all. So first is your question, followed by the sketch, followed by the table, followed by the program with the explanation. Then cycles you have to describe, whatever cycles you are writing, you have to describe the syntax, okay, and then a sketch of final simulation. This is what is expected in assignment number 1. I am open for any control. Hmm. Self-study, I have asked you to study cycle 93 and cycle 97, that is growing cycle and threading cycle. Without explanation of the syntax, will not be accepted, because it is going to be troubleful for you only, because in the YY it will be asked That explain cycle 93, explain cycle 97. Shall I go to the other component? सब लोग है क्या छोड़ के गए?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, present.
So I will need one more lecture for the simulation part. Okay.
म्हणजे addition झाले तर त्याचे काय
So first you have to draw the sketch. First is question. Write a part program for the component shown in figure. Okay. And in the question itself, you have to include the various operations. Number one, bore diameter 60 H7. It is given here. Number two, drill diameter 10. Number three, tapping M12 by 1.75. This is the pitch. Instead of telling many times, students they fail to tell what is the meaning of M, what is 12, what is 1.75. M stands for metric, 12 stands for the outside diameter, and 1.75 stands for the pitch. So these are the four operations to be done. So once you write the questions, then next step is you have to draw the sketch. So sketch is very simple. This is a rectangle. Now here you don't understand which is the extension line, which is the dimension line, and which is the object line. So again I am making it very clear that everything should be, all the dimensions should be clear. All the dimensions should be clear. So you have a rectangular plate of 400 by 300, so that you have to make thick, and all these extension line you have to make little thin, and there has to be a clear cut gap. ये ऐसा join करके नहीं आना मांगते हैं. Okay, clear cut gap. So this is called the extension line, this is called the dimension line. Extension line and dimension line should be seen clearly. Center lines of the whole should be seen clearly. अभी ये सब एक ही लग रहा है, हाँ? For me, I will give 0 mark for this sketch. This is not engineering drawing. How bad drawing should be, this is an example. How to draw a bad drawing, this is an example. Baseline technique is adopted, that is to avoid the tolerance tag. What is tolerance tag? That you will understand later. Now just itna ही याद रखो, or if you can study on your own what is baseline technique. Since the dimensions are given from here, obviously you are taking this as a program 0 point. So once you have drawn the sketch, then next is you have to make a table. So in a table, so first is serial number 1. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minimum 8 tools are required. All right. So in the first column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next column, tool number. Tool number 1, T01, that is drill, diameter 55. Then now it is for this. What are the operations to be done here? In the center, you have to do boring, diameter S7. S7 is nothing but the tolerance. You understand that it means it is in close tolerance. So you cannot do by drilling. You need to use boring bar, or you need to use reamer. Okay. So tool number one is drill 55. Tool number two is boring bar 59.5, and tool number three is boring bar diameter 60. So T1, T2, T3, T4 like that. Then next column में you have to write down the offsets. Okay. Then fourth column में you have to write down the operation or the tool, isn't it? So tool number one is drill dia 55. Tool number two is boring bar diameter 59. So this itself indicates what operation it is, isn't it? Drill dia 55 means obviously it is going to do drilling. Boring bar 59.5, it is going to do boring. This is going to do boring 60, 59.5, 60. So like that it is. Now here what we have done, here there are 7 holes to be drilled, alright, and plus in the center you have a bore 60 S7. S7 means it is in close tolerance. For 60 it will come at least 25 micron, that is plus 0 plus 0.025. And let me tell you again, there is a mistake here. You cannot use directly drill diameter of 55. So you have to use intermediate drill. But yes, as an assignment or as an examination point of view, we can accept this. We can accept this. But it is my pleasure, that you write or you introduce one more drill here, at least diameter 25, because you cannot directly do a drilling of 55 in a solid. So you will use one more drill here. Then next drill, this boring bar and the finishing bar. Okay. Then drilling diameter 10. Drilling diameter 10, that is for this hole. Drill 2 holes. That is, one is this and another is this. Okay. Then M12. There is a thumb rule. If you want to M12, if the size is given, how to work out the drill size? You can simply subtract the pitch. This rule is used in many of the workshops. You don't have to calculate or refer the books. So 12 minus 1.75, so that will be 10.75. So 10.75 drill may not be available, so you can use 10.8 drill. Little higher side you have to use, not lower side. Like suppose this is 10.75. If you use the 10.5, आपका tapping will go little higher. So आपको थोड़ा सा drill बड़ा करना है, so that your tap will go easily. Then you have tap. Now of course here we are doing machine tapping, so that doesn't make much difference. But if you are doing manual tapping, then you have to see that you use a little bigger drill. Then for M10 by 1.5, what will be the drill size here? 10 minus 1.5. So that will be 8.5. And so these are the tools. So this is your next step after drawing the sketch. Here you have to show the program 0 point over here. This is the program 0 point. Okay. Now you remember all the dimensions. Okay. This. So here this is the milling operation. So drill tool number 1. Then M6 is nothing but a tool change. Now before this block, you add one more block, that is G28, G91, X0, Y0, Z0. Here it is 3-axis machine. Means what? The machine is going to the reference point and there the tool change is happening. So your tool change should take place at the reference point, which is safe. G0 is rapid, G90 is absolute, G54 is the work offset. Like I have been telling you, that is your machine must know where is your program 0 point, this point. Okay, so this point you are specifying in G54. G54 is again an offset page where you write, that from the reference point, that is from this point is where. So X this much, Y this much, and again in Z direction, hmm, where it is. So that is what you have to give here, and that is what is called as the work offset. And tool offset means where the tool point is, tool cutting point is with reference to the program 0 point. So that you have to give it in tool offset. All right. So there are two things. Always remember work offset and tool offset. Hmm? Work offset and tool offset. I'll give you the separate list of this codes or the questions to be asked. That will be asked. So X200 and Y150. So now where this tool will come? X200. See, from here X200 and Y150 means from here 150. Okay, so the tool is over here and little up. G0, G43. Now G43 is nothing but the tool offset. Okay, G54 is work offset. वर्क ऑफसेट मतलब आपका जॉब किधर है, जॉब का 0 पॉइंट किधर है. टूल ऑफसेट मतलब टूल का कटिंग पॉइंट किधर है. Some drill may be short, some drill may be long. The height, depending upon the height, your this H offset will change. So G43 H01 H0 means you are writing down the offset, height offset of the tool in this offset page. So everywhere there will be a work offset page and tool offset page. In work offset page, you have to write where the workpiece 0 point is. In the tool offset page, we have to write where the tool cutting point is. So now Z100 means from here, this is your X0, Y0, and where is your Z0? Obviously on the face of the workpiece. वहाँ पे Z0, तो वहाँ से Z100 पे आ जाएगा. Now this is very clear that this program is written in Fanuc. How do I understood? Because of this point. If it is a Fanuc, you must write point 200.0, 150.0, or at least 100 point. If you don't write 200 point, it Fanuc control will read it as 0.2. It will read it as 0.15. Here it will read it as 0.1. 200 microns, 150 microns. Accidents has happened like that. This has been taken at Z100, Z.1, and tool has come directly till Z.1. That is just 0.1 above the workpiece. And it has dashed. Because अपना accuracy इतना 0.1 का नहीं रहता है when you are taking the tool offset. So it has touched the tool, I mean the workpiece face rapidly. So make sure if you are writing in Fanuc, you must write 100 point. Had it been Siemens, no problem. 100 it will take it as 100.00. Then G98, G81. This is your drilling cycle. Okay, so it is going, thickness of the workpiece is 20, so it is going Z minus 25 because of the drill taper. R5 means what? The at the end of the drilling cycle, the drill will retract to 5 mm above the face of the workpiece, and F is 40. That is feed rate, 40 millimeter per minute. G81 is the drilling cycle. G98 is the return to the reference position. G80 is the cancellation. What cancellation? This cycle we are now cancelling. Now, as I told you that you must write G28, G91, X0, Y0, Z0 at the beginning. Okay. Now this drilling is done. At the end of the drilling cycle, the tool has come 5 mm up the workpiece, and then from there it will go to the reference position for the tool change. So G, and again I am telling you, this is what is called at the end of the block. So even if you write this Z0 here, it makes no difference. It will read the entire block and then only it will get executed. So this order is not important, whether you write G28 here and G91 later. Now boring bar 59.5. Tool number 2, M6. M6 is the tool change. Okay. Same point 200 and 150. G00. Now this tool number 2 offset is in HO2. Now this is what is your boring cycle, Z minus 25. Then this is the end. See, this doesn't mean that tool has gone at a depth of minus 25 and from there it will go returning to the reference point. No, it will come up. The cycle is built like that. Once the cycle is executed, tool retracts to R5, means 5 mm above the workpiece face, and then only it goes. Otherwise, एक्सीडेंट विल हैपन. अगर टूल नीचे है, जॉब के नीचे है, वहां से अगर रेफरेंस पे लेके जा रहे हैं, हाँ, तो वर्कपीस को फाड़ के आएगा टूल. So it will not happen. It will come 5 mm above the workpiece. 5 mm, why? Because R5, and then from that point it will go to the X0, Y0, Z0. Okay, then finish boring. Tool number 3, M6 tool change, same point, 200, 150. Offset is for finish boring we have used G76 cycle, R5, Q5. Q5, if you remember, it is the retract of the boring bar. Boring bar will retract by 0.5 and then it will come up rapidly. Then G80, this is just the end of block over here. G80 is the cancellation of the cycle. Now drilling diameter 10. This is always useful so that you understand what is tool number 4. So this is a note given by the programmer. And all controller accepts this, English. It doesn't give syntax error. It is not against the syntax of the machine. It is same like what you write in C or Java. Now here again drilling diameter 10, 100 and wide 255. First position, then drilling Z minus 25. Then next point X275 Y50. Okay, and then return. So this is drilling. See, X100 Y255. X100 Y255 here. This is first. Then next is X275. That is this. And Y50, that is this. All right, done. Now this is your drilling of 10.25. Once you understand one, then rest is simple. It is just a repetitive. Tool number 5. Okay, and where is this? X380 Y255. X380 and Y255 here. That's only one hole only. So we are doing drilling for this tapping. Only one hole. Now tap M12. Okay. 380 Y255. That is at this position, M12. So only you have to make sure that you are using G84 and your feed will be RPM into pitch. So this pitch is 1.75, RPM is 100. So 100 into 1.75. So feed has to be 175. Here you will be pot. M29, don't use M29, use M03. Then 8.5 for M10 tapping. Tool number 7, whatever it is. Okay. X150, Y150. Where is that? That is these 4 volts. Okay. So X150, either X150, Y150 is here, and X150 is this is on PCD of 100. That means this is 50 and 200 minus 50. So this is the first hole. 150 Y150. So like that there will be. Now X250. X250 means it will come here, and Y will remain same previous. Then X200 by 200. That means X200 by 200 is this hole. So first is this, then this, then this. Y100. No need to specify X again. After tapping M10. Alright. Only difference is same thing G84. You have to use the cycle 84. That's all. And then finally you have to use the M30. So I expect you to write this turning program and milling program. Uh, I am thankful that you have been, you know, with me for 1.5 hours. If you have any doubt, you please let me know. And tomorrow again we are meeting at 2 o'clock for the assignment number 3. I hope assignment number 1 and assignment number 2 is clear. I am sorry, but you will have to repeat the assignment number 1 again.
So
Sir,
when is
we
the
have
deadline for
to.
that?
Sorry,
When is the deadline for that submission?
I will extend it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, so this drawing for that part we have to make on computer, or like if you make on paper, it is okay.
No, no, you can make it on a paper. On a paper, you can use pen, pencil, no problem. But it should be clear.
Okay, and sir, for program we have to write, or one Word document will do.
You even if you write by hand, that is also fine.
Okay, sir.
I prefer you write by hand. And try to give the explanation. Assignment number 2 is very straightforward. That can be done in an hour now. Only in assignment number 1, I have troubled you a little that you have to identify those cycle 93, 95, 97, and you have to write syntax. One small self-study work I have given. And assignment number 3 is again going to be easy. I'll give the ready-made solution for that tomorrow. Any doubts? Anything else? Shall we end the meeting then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Yes, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.